This week in Hypixel Skyblock, a few things happened, and in this video I'll be covering most of them. We had a Raffle event this entire week, and it pushed Skyblock's server to its limits. So only ranked players were allowed to play Skyblock. And according to a guy on the forums, they waited in a 11,000 player long queue, only to find out that they needed a rank to play Skyblock. So an F for this guy. Speaking of the Raffle event, here's what I got from it. I got 2 party hats, 1 flying pig, 1 purple cherry box, and 1 cake counter. So yeah, nothing worth more than a few hundred K. Also, we've got the team leaderboards, where green was at the top and red was in second place. But then I asked my audience to prevent red from becoming second place, and they listened. And now red is in third place. Whoa. Also, I'm not salty or anything, but I think this was rigged. Like green won on alpha, green won on main, and when I checked the forum post, green still won. Including the ranked only fiasco, the admins made another mistake. They accidentally created a literal money printer. How it worked is, first you needed to get the fruit bowl item. That gives you 250k coins if you click on 21 people with unique profile fruit names. So all you needed to do was create a party of 21 such people, and once you'd done that, you could make infinite money. Also, there's a funny vid by V1DD where they attempted to do this method, but they got warned by Time Dio. I'll link that vid in the description, so watch that vid once you're done watching this one. Next, we have a massive update on alpha. First, we have a new flower of truth update that requires 128 compost, 144 ancient roses, 1 wood singularity, and a flower of truth. And in my opinion, it's an okay-ish weapon, as the flower of truth is still better for clearing, cause it doesn't cost you your health. But for bosses, the bouquet could actually be better, as it fires 3 roses instead of 1. Speaking of melee weapons, there are 3 new ones, including the Bone Reaver, crafted by using a spirit sword, 5 spirit bones, and 20 enchanted bone blocks. The Fellhorn Reaper, crafted by using a necromancer sword, 96 fell pearls, a null blade, and a bone reaver. You can also upgrade the Fellhorn Reaver by using 8 Bigfoot lassos, and you can further upgrade it by using stars. And yeah, it's absolutely broken, as it can sometimes beat the giant sword in damage. I said sometimes, as for some reason my damage was all over the place. It also has an ability that deals arc damage. Now in my opinion, it's basically a scuff type with lesser range. But inside dungeons with full ancient Necron, I deal more damage compared to full necrotic storm. Now this doesn't make it better, because you can just use the ability in bursts of 5, and you need to wait for 4 seconds for each burst to recharge. Also, I wanted to test it on ghosts, but Hypixel didn't let me. But the ability does work with Crimson, meaning this thing is kinda OP. Also, 5-starring my gear was much easier this time, because you can now salvage multiple items at once, or choose to salvage all items of rare or epic rarity. Also, did you know that only 14% of my viewers are actually subbed? So please change this number to 30% by subbing. Thank you. Also, just like Livid, Bonzo, and Scarf, you can now spawn Spirit Bears from the Watchers in floors higher than F4, and they drop Thorn Fragments that can be used to craft the upgraded Spirit Scepter that deals more damage and has more mana compared to the regular one, the upgraded Spirit Bow that shoots faster and deals more damage, the upgraded Bone Meringues that are kinda useless, the upgraded Spirit Mask that I spent a literal hour looking for, and was somehow worse compared to the regular Spirit Mask, because I got more bonus health with the regular one. Berserker just received a massive buff, and you have 2 new perks. Indomitable, that converts a certain percentage of your strength to defense, and the Weapons Master perk that gives you extra swing range, making Bers not garbage at clearing, especially when combined with weapons with the swing range stat. Also, swing range doesn't scale based on your kata level. The Berserker's Ragnarok ability has been buffed, and it now gives 100% bonus attack speed, plus 400 movement speed, 50% extra melee damage, along with spawning the 3 zombie minions. Also, the bonus doesn't depend on your kata level, it seems. Healer has also been buffed with a new perk called Overheal, and through the Overheal perk, players will now get a certain percentage of their HP as absorption if their health is already full. At Healer 23, I get 29.2%, but this is much higher for higher healer levels. Also combined with Mastiff, it could be kinda OP. They have also added new dungeon rooms. Here are some of them. There's an area with a bridge, no comment. There's also a slime area with a bouncy pad, and a man stuck in slime. So yeah, Hypixel lore enjoyers get to work. Also, they have modified the teleport pad room a little bit. We also have 5 new equipments for dungeons, and it seems all of them scale based on your kata level, and they can be upgraded to give even more stats. They are the Shadow Assassin Cloak that gives you damage if you teleport, the Balloon Snake that gives you jump boost 2, the Adaptive Belt that allows you to gain different stats based on your class, the Upgraded Adaptive Belt that gives you slightly more stats, the Bone Necklace that gives you a small defense buff, and buffs the tank's diversion ability by 15 blocks, and my personal favorite, the Soul Weaver gloves that makes mob go spin. In all seriousness, it stuns the mobs for 2 seconds and reduces their damage by 5%. I don't know if the damage reduction stacks though. Now it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as the spirit shortbow has been nerfed. And technically it's a patch, but nerf looks better. But basically its firing speed has been decreased by almost 40%, from 0.5 seconds to 0.8 seconds. But we've got a buffed version, so it's not all bad. Bouncy arrows no longer work on decoys in dungeons. They nerfed it as some players were using this to cheese F7. Now how this bug worked was, you placed a decoy near the gold door tunnel, then you'd shoot gold door, then the arrow would bounce to the decoy, then bounce back to gold door. Basically, you'd get a substantial damage boost. Also, vitality and mending no longer scale in dungeons, meaning you can't gain insane healing with the Mender Crown. But there were some good changes as well. The giant sword now has +1 swing range. You will now be able to make a lot more profit from F4 because the value of the drops is bound to increase. F6 frag running may also be viable again as the price of roses has gone up. Bers could be the meta for certain cases, but I don't know what those cases are. Master mode now gives 2 floor collection instead of 1. Also, holding right click now shoots your short bow a lot faster, and your short cooldown stat on your short bows now changes based on your attack speed. Also, the item requirement on a bunch of items has been heavily lowered. And finally, you can claim the dungeon orb on all floors now.
Oh, that's a big onion. Look at that. Woo!
Zaczuli obszarstynaki oraz mordeckie lepią, nie masz more, gdy na rejmu, są ręce, że my mamy, że nie lubią, że nie lubią,